What's going on, everybody? We're going to get started here in just a second. Thanks for tuning in. All right, what's going on, everybody? Just going to pull up the YouTube chat here and keep an eye on that during today's stream. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Happy weekend, everybody. All right, we're set to go. Hey, everybody, Mike Lowe here. And jumping back into this NCAA Dynasty series here. Did not stream the last game. Admittedly, got a little frustrated with a couple things in that game and ended up replaying it. But we did get a pretty big win, and I learned a lot of things about the slider set I'm using, and I think they're going to apply well moving forward. So I guess a little bit of experimentation, but I did play that game twice. We did win. And I will start just by kind of going over that game, because I think it was a really important game where we started to see a few things emerge. So let's go ahead and just jump over to the Michigan schedule and take a look at the game against Illinois that we missed here. But Michigan was firing pretty well. I wouldn't say on all cylinders, but playing pretty well overall. So if we go and just take a look at the game summary here, you can see the points by quarter. We're pretty consistent across the board for Michigan there. First off, again, we were great minds thinking alike. We had some people in the previous chat saying, hey, we should get Wilson involved on offense, that freshman with a really, really good speed. Just before people had even said that on the stream, I put him in that wide receiver 5 spot in the depth chart, and it paid off. I think he had one catch, but it was a screen pass on a bubble screen for 40 yards. It was an electric play. It was awesome. It was the first score of the game. You can see it there. A couple really cool things going on in this game, but that was one of them. If we look at the team stats here, again, Michigan won 31-17. We improved to 3-2. We're still unranked, but we're 2-0 in the Big Ten, so that's big. Really dominated in first downs, close to 400 yards of total offense, so still a little under where I'd like to be. But nonetheless, a game that we were able to dominate pretty well against an average Illinois team at best. We ran the ball pretty well, very, very rough running the ball in the first half, though, really weird. Could not get anything going. Joe Milton played exceptionally well, 16 of 26. Took a couple dumb sacks, trying to use his legs a little bit too much there, but 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions, 221 passing yards. So again, not huge yardage, but was able to get the job done. Again, we're running the ball here at Michigan. Third down, again, very nice job at 61%. We went for fourth. I don't even remember, but apparently did not get it. Oh, that was at the end of the first half. There was like 3 seconds left, and I figured instead of punting, we could just try to throw up a prayer there, and it was an incomplete pass. So, see, turnovers, they had 1. Oh, so this is cool. My first user interception at safety, I think, in all of NCAA 14. I don't think I ever had one, but it was in the fourth quarter. And I felt the adrenaline. I kind of saw the guy. I'm like, oh, he's kind of open, but I'm right with him. And he threw it, and it was like as soon as you threw it, I'm like, I'm getting this, and interception. It was awesome. It felt so cool, and had maybe 6 or 7 yard return on it. But it felt very realistic. I mean, I was pretty pumped up when I picked that ball off. So, and it was full user coverage the whole way. Very, very cool. So getting a little better at safety, which was pretty cool. So total yards look, decent. Still just penalties. I mean, guys, there's just nothing you can really do. And time of possession, total dominance by Michigan there. So passing, I mentioned Joe Milton, pretty good game, 61%, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Was sacked 3 times. Rushing the ball, Hassan Haskins in the first half had 10 carries for 11 yards. It was ridiculous. We had a much better second half. Chris Evans continues to be a really nice player, using him in spurts and different formations, whatnot. And Milton did run around a little bit, but those sacks, he had a really bad, a negative 15-yard loss sack on one of the plays. So yeah, we were able to run the ball at least enough. Receiving, Giles Jackson, 6 catches, 103 and a touchdown. Nick Eubanks, 3 for 38 and a score. And there's that one catch by the freshman. It was just an amazing play. I mean, I hurdled a guy diving for me and just ran up there. It was awesome. I wish I was streaming that play. It was great. Probably the best play we've had all year. So very, very cool. And I was able just to play a little looser. I think when you stream, you kind of feel like you need to, put on a show or something, but it just felt really, really good. A few sacks given up there. I'll be talking about the O-line here in a little bit. We have a couple interesting things going on there. And on defense, let's see. We didn't get to their quarterback a whole lot, just the 1 sack. They weren't throwing a ton. And then the interception I mentioned by yours truly, playing as the super fast safety. I forget his first name, D. Hill. I can't remember his first name, but also had a pass breakup. That was actually the last play. So I had that last play at the 4th down, and there was 1 second left at the end of the half that I didn't run off. So they threw up a Hail Mary from the 50-yard line, and my guy actually, I tried to intercept it. He kind of had the animation and just dropped it. So almost had 2 picks that game. One would have been kind of just a garbage pick there, but that's okay. So, yeah, I mean, Michigan played a lot better. I'm getting into more of a groove, kind of realizing with the QB accuracy at 5 on Heisman. I mean, again, the slider is at 5 for QB accuracy, and we're on Heisman. You really have to kind of get into a bit of a rhythm. And I was able to do that. And even when I did, you can see Joe Milton, it's not like he was putting up Heisman-winning numbers. He had 3 touchdowns, and they weren't forced. They were just plays. A couple of them, the 40-yarder was long. One of them was a broken tackle around the 5 or 10-yard line. I think was able to run in. And I can't remember the third one, but the third one was just a 10-yard streak or so, and just kind of lobbed it into the tight end. He was just running straight up the middle and just kind of put it over the shoulder of the linebacker covering him. So played really, really well. Again, these sliders are really, really nice. They're up on Operation Sports. These are J-Kits sliders. I really like this set. I don't have a set for this game. I think I may have at some point, but I've just been using J-Kits. I like them a lot. The 5 accuracy thing is going to be a little bit maybe for people to get used to, but overall it's pretty good. So let's take a look around and just kind of see what's going on here. So again, we are headed to Wisconsin in today's game. It's at Wisconsin. They just lost to Ohio State. They were ranked number 3. They are now number 8. So, it's either going to be a case of them turning it around or Wisconsin losing twice in a row. It's going to be a tough game though. And so again, we will be heading there. We talked about the Illinois win. And that probably is kind of the news as far as Michigan's concerned. We do have a couple offensive lineman injuries that I've had to kind of, adjust myself. I talk about how I use a sister team, and I'll show you that here in a second. So yeah, we are heading to Wisconsin, as I mentioned there, and indeed a solid win for Coach Lowe. We'll take it. There was that screenplay again, so I was able to like hurdle this guy to get into the end zone. It was just a sweet play that I just can't do it justice without the video, but you can see the little screenshot of it there in that screenplay there. So yeah, so real quick, let's talk about, so I use a sister team, I call it, right? And what I do is I just look for a team that essentially has the same bye weeks as me, or at least a team that, because we've played every single week so far, we haven't had a bye week. And I try to find a team that's also in a good conference and that kind of thing to kind of simulate that the team's pretty good. So I went with Georgia this year, and Georgia has a right tackle and a right guard out. They're both starters for them. And so I mirror that. And so even though my guys aren't hurt, because linemen can't really get hurt in this game unless they're involved in a tackle, we have adjusted our own depth chart to take our starting right tackle and right guard out for essentially the rest of the season, unfortunately. So the true freshman who is playing, we just put him down on the bench. And then our senior right tackle is one of our best players, Jalen Mayfield. We are sitting him. So, one of the things I think about, I do like this sister team setup. I know some other people use it, and they think it's pretty good. And I think the only downfall I see in it, and I'm going to go with it just to see, but like I worry, like is Zinter, because he's not really hurt, right? And I can't edit him like an NBA 2K where I could just give him an injury. Is he going to look at this and say, oh, they're not playing me, I'm out of here, I'm going to transfer? That's my only worry. It's not that unrealistic. I mean, guys do that after injuries and things like that. They get looked over, right? So I'm not going to worry too much about that, but we'll keep an eye on that. For the other guy, he's a senior, Mayfield, so he'll be gone anyway. So, but a big blow, because, I mean, we have good backups, but, I mean, the right guard won't be a huge loss, but, Mayfield, we do run off of him quite a bit. So just an adjustment we'll have to look at there. So I benched those guys. I guess technically they could still get in, but so that's what we're doing there. Let's go back to job security is looking good. I am listed as safe, as you can see up here. So that's good. They do want me to win 9. We're 3-2 right now. This will be a big game, right? I mean, this is our really first big test. We're playing better, but we've lost to bad teams already, or at least with one. Western Michigan beat us. And so, again, we're 3-2. This is going to tell us, I think, a lot about how things look here with the team. Ryan, bad news for you. Notre Dame is one of the latest in another MAC upset. So we had Clemson go down to Ball State, and then also Ball State beat like Auburn the next week. Like Ball State's like ranked. They're like in the top 15 right now. We lost to Western Michigan, and now Notre Dame has lost to Ohio. And so it is the year of the upset going on here with Notre Dame falling. There was that big game I mentioned where now Ohio State has moved to 3 after beating previously number 3 Wisconsin. Texas A&M lost to Arkansas, so again another upset there. Auburn beat South Carolina. Again, just looking around the league here, big game this week in the ACC, Clemson and Pitt. And then probably the game of the week here, the Red River rivalry between Oklahoma and good old Texas there. And again, that should be a pretty stellar game. One of those teams will probably be very well positioned to be in the college football playoff. So, and we will be having a playoff this year, and I will be talking about that as we get closer and how I set that up and everything. Very, very cool. You just need to be able to use the database editor a little bit. It's not terribly complicated. So I'll be talking through that on future episodes. We also should be getting the Michigan uniforms very, very soon. I mean, I think in the next week here, we're gonna be seeing those week and a half or so. We will be seeing from the college Revamped team, who I always like to plug. If you're wondering where these updated graphics and things came from, check out College Revamped. If you just Google search for it, there's a whole community of people who have redone this game, and I've talked about it ad nauseum at this point. But yeah, check them out. They're just fantastic stuff there. So we are still not ranked. If you take a look at the top 25 here, Michigan is not only are we not ranked, we don't have really anything going for us. So in the coaches poll, if the playoffs started today, we'd have Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, Florida, 4 pretty big programs. Cincinnati, creeping in at number 7 here, right? UCF at number 10. Just looking for some teams that might surprise you. Iowa State at 13. There's Ball State. They fell to Central Florida. So they only dropped 2 spots, so they're still 16th. But dang, Ball State. I wonder where that coach is going to end up next year. Ohio now checks in the top 25 after beating Notre Dame. They're 21. So a topsy-turvy world here. The media has the same 4 teams. I mean, you can't really get 4 bigger programs than what you're seeing here so far in the early polling. So, but what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Ryan, it was a big win. Yeah, I think we are looking for some positive tilting action, I guess you could say. Conference standings, again, this is a really important thing, right? I mean, yeah, we're 3-2, but our 2 losses were non-conference. And so right now we do sit, we have the best record at 2-0 in the Big Ten East. And so, that's nice. We still got to play Michigan State, so it'll be a chance to leapfrog them. Of course, we're going to be playing Ohio State later. And, if all things stay the same right now, like they already have a loss. So in a way, we control our own destiny a little bit here. So we'll just have to see how that all goes. So Heisman watch, we get a few running backs checking in here. The freshman Tank Bigsby is apparently having just a fantastic year in the early going here. Najee Harris out of Alabama, 96 overall running back. Austin Jones, sophomore running back of Stanford. Kyle Trask and Trevor Lawrence with 4 touchdowns. So that kind of shows you the latest, greatest with the Heisman watch here. Players of the week. Mac Jones got player of the week overall in week 5 here with 5 touchdown passes, 322 yards. The Big Ten was a couple guys from Purdue. So you can see there David Bell, the receiver, 9 catches, 184 yards, quite the game. And then the outside linebacker, Tyler Coyle, I think that's how you say that. 2 sacks, fumble recovery, 8 tackles. Nice game for him as they beat Buffalo 28-14. So some late non-conference action there. I mentioned the injuries that we're kind of simulating here. That will make it interesting. Here's kind of a look. And keep in mind, we've played probably one more game than most teams because we played in week 1. And Joe Milton hasn't really started until a couple weeks ago. So he is 94th in passing yards. Hassan Haskins, 33rd in rushing. Ronnie Bell, 59th in receiving. And tackles, again, because we played an extra game, we had a couple guys that are up there in the tackle list there. Sack leaders, Hutchinson has had a really nice season. Gray, a couple picks. And then I think we have a 51-yard kick is our longest. Yeah, 51. So Nordine there with coming in 16th with the longest kick. So, yeah, but, overall, if we look here, I mean, Michigan has got some nice stuff going on with this team. We'll look at the game preview in just a second. Let's go and just take a look here. Again, so the Michigan schedule, for those who may have missed it, lost at Stanford, blew out Miami of Ohio, lost to Western, just a ridiculous game, but then we've won back-to-back games here, playing much, much better after a kind of a refocused commitment. But again, very, very tough road game here, but followed by some winnable games before we head to Michigan State. So, I mean, it would be great to rattle off 3 out of 4 in here, if not all 4. And then really 2 of our last 3 games are going to be pretty tricky, and even Indiana's going to be a trickier game. So let's take a look at the Michigan team leader so far. Again, Joe Milton, a couple starts, played really well, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Figure about 40 out of 60. It's about 66% completion. Hassan Haskins averaging about 78 yards a game in a little bit of split time. And Ronnie Bell, 3 touchdowns so far. So looking okay. We look at Wisconsin leaders. The quarterback position has just been kind of average for them. They are running the ball. They are going to run the ball. They're a pretty good rushing offense. And, nothing too crazy on defense there to see. So if we look at the game preview, you can see it's interesting. They're ranked number 8. And Lee Corso's picking them to win. But here we have a lot of kind of the overall ratings favored for Michigan. So, the overall rating, specifically our offense, has a pretty big edge on their defense, which will be surprising because our offense has been pretty bad. And our defense, which has been pretty good, has a bit of an edge there. So you can see we are the number 9 defense in the nation, number 5 in rush defense, turnover difference almost in the top 25 there. And our offense is improving, especially pass offense. We're now 84th. The pass offenses for these two teams, they're about a wash. They run the ball much better than we do. And so, an extra 60 yards or so a game, that's a lot. And so that's something we'll have to try and work around there as we, again, head into a pretty tough game. Hey, recruiting. Let's talk about recruiting. We had quite a few visits. I have not even looked at this screen yet, by the way, since I advanced. So I've looked around at some of the other stuff, but this is the first time I'm even looking at things. So we knew we were behind with Kevin Bobo, who is a 5-star athlete. We'd probably use him as like a big receiver. We are still losing ground on LSU here, but there's really nothing else we can do. As I've mentioned previously, I don't scout. That's one of the house rules we're using here in this Heisman Dynasty. I'm not going to go into detail on that again, but we don't scout until the player's recruited. Adds a little bit of some uncertainty to things. So Kevin Bobo, again, nothing else we can really do here. We're just hoping that he doesn't sign before we get our visit with him. And, he's coming to the Ohio State game, so we'll see how that goes. John Oliver is another guy second on our list. He is a receiver with A speed, allegedly. Again, unscouted. But he looks to be a pretty good lock here. And he did have a visit, and we can, I believe, see some of the details of that visit. So nothing crazy, but he is still meeting with Ohio State later this year. Can Ohio State somehow jump back into this? I don't know. Maybe. It'd be hard to know for sure, but he's looking good. Jay Anderson is a 5-star tight end. Again, looking pretty good here. Had a positive visit. Also visiting in week 5, 5-star running back Chris Scott, who again looks to be very close, possibly after this game, signing with Michigan. I mean, I think if we end up beating Wisconsin, we're going to start seeing some guys commit, which would be great. Now, I haven't really looked much at the 4-star guys with y'all on the streams here, but Michael Benson, quarterback, looking good. Had his visit already. Kansas is still in the mix, but they haven't even offered this guy. Meanwhile, Notre Dame has offered him. He is visiting with Notre Dame, but that's yet to come there. So we'll see if Michael Benson can stick around there. Again, the rest of these guys are all going to be 4-stars. So tackle, got a comfortable lead in an upcoming visit. Guard, trying to catch or make up some ground here with Nebraska. He's really close to at least locking in this battle. And we look to be comfortably into that Final Four with 3 Big Ten teams and then Utah. Center Chris West should be signing with Michigan, we'd expect, but you never know. He's got some other offers. Another center. We have no centers next year, by the way, right? If I look at my needs, we have 0 centers on the roster after this season. So it is a big need for this team. Are really trying to get 2 of these centers. I think one we're going to get. This is going to be tough. If we get this guy, it would probably be like a late commitment where we kind of dump all of our points into him at the end of the year in like that final stage or whatever. So there's a chance we might have to do that just to give ourselves some depth at center. Middle linebacker, again, looks to be in a good position there. You look, though, the other teams offering him scholarships are not very impressive. So I wonder, again, not scouting, I wonder if Hagan is going to be a guy that maybe flops a little bit. So we'll see. The rest of these guys, 0 points. These are just kind of my alternates, right? So like if we lose out on that quarterback, I'm just trying to keep in the mix here. These are just kind of like backup guys. Another one of my house rules is I won't offer a scholarship to a player unless another team has. So like I could offer Brandon Cole if I wanted, who's kind of like our alternate third center, a scholarship, but I wouldn't offer one to Josh May because none of the other AI teams have. And if that guy doesn't ever sign with the team, I just pretend he's going to first or last chance you or something like that. To his grades weren't up to snuff or whatever you want to come up with on your own there. So Mark Ross, I mean, he doesn't have any offers yet, so we can leave him in there, but we're pretty much out of the running for him. And then James Greer, who was kind of our wide receiver alternate, he has committed to USC, so we can remove him. And that's our board. Every once in a while, I'll go look and see if other guys are popping in. But like right now, I don't have any like huge worries. Even that center, Kevin Bobo isn't a need. He'd just be a nice guy. So, right now we're okay. Maybe we can take a look at it, later on or whatever. But We do have a coaching upgrade, so let's go do that before our game. Where do I do that? Coach skill tree. So I try to balance these. I've actually been kind of doing more of the gameplay ones. Like I know people really, of course people like to focus on the recruiting, but I'm not really, I don't feel like I'm short on points right now or anything. I feel like we're fine, especially without having the scout. So I'm going to keep just unlocking this so that we can start bumping up and getting into some, like I would love to get this pre-play camera on our next upgrade. So we're just going to go with that. I don't think my assistants have anything yet. So that's that. We are in week 6. We are going to save. And then we're going to play it. Save to the backup this time. Come on, PS3. Come on, there you go. Need that little oomph. Hey, by the way, off topic totally a little bit, I guess. Been looking at that F1 2020 game. If anyone's played that, I'm curious your thoughts. It looks pretty sweet. I've been watching that special. There's like a series on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called, but it's just kind of like some Formula One series. It's actually really, really good. And it's kind of got me wanting to jump in and try out that game. I might get it on PC though, but... Alright, so last thing I want to do before our game is check out Wisconsin's roster, because I'd just like to kind of see where there might be some holes to take a look at. On the contrary, maybe there's some spots that we want to avoid. Come on, speed up. Alright, so their quarterback, pretty solid, not very fast, so that's good to know. Their running back, they like to run the ball, but their running backs aren't like complete killers or anything. Danny Davis III, pretty good boot. They got 2 very quick receivers. Kendrick Pryor, Danny Davis. So they're going to have some speed, but we'll still try to man up with these guys. They got a good tight end. Go back to the receivers. See, I mean, they got some guys who can catch the ball. It's weird they run so much. I mean, they're almost kind of built more to pass. Boy, their left tackle's a monster. The rest of the line's okay. Good tackles. Loudermilk. What a name. Isaiah Loudermilk. So they got some pretty good ends. Okay, so there's a weakness, right? Defensive tackles. We can run right at those guys. They got a good middle linebacker. A good right outside linebacker. The secondary is not great. Not great. I want to see like what their like play recognition, stuff like that with play action. See if there's an advantage there. Yeah, they're pretty good, so I'm not going to probably see too much stuff open up. And their coverage, you know, solid, nothing crazy. Same thing, nothing crazy. Free safety, they have a very good free safety in Eric Burrell. And Scott Nelson at strong safety. So, all right. Yeah, I think running at their defensive tackles is kind of the name of the game there. Seeing if we can open up the pass game a little bit with that. So that's the plan. Here we go. Oh, I didn't save it. Or, you know, I did save it. Yeah, we're good. Michigan at Wisconsin. We still got the old-ass uniforms. But that will soon be changing. I can't wait for those. The college revamp guys have been tweeting out pics and stuff like that. It just looks really, really awesome. So pretty darn cool. All right. We'll be halfway through the season after this game. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, it would still show my tackle. Oh, I guess he's not one of my top 3 guys. All right. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Everybody's all stretched out. Now they're ready to butt heads. The Big Ten about to kick off. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
visitor's locker room here at Camp Randall Stadium is painted in the same shade of blue as prisons. We'll see if there's a jailbreak as our football's on tap next. It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Been up to Madison once. I went up there for a conference for work. Really cool city. I liked it. Nice campus. Oh, I don't know. Can never tell which way to pick. Every stadium's a little different, it seems like. Alright, let's do some things here, just in case they run some weird option stuff. We're going to stay in coverage. All right.
Michigan is kicking off first, and we're ready to get this game underway. Really got under that one. High kick. Taken at the 5. He's to the 20. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
If you're playing the middle safety like I was on that play, it's of utmost importance to really just... I got burned last game on a play trying to creep up like that on play action.
From their own 27-yard line.
Don't be too aggressive. There'll be times for that later.
And he is drilled at the 36.
Oof.
And they make the stop at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not shocked to see him have a chance to run the football. I remember being out of practice earlier this week, and one thing that became very clear is this wide receiver not only can make great plays in the passing game, but they're going to try to do what they can on reverses and different things to get him the football. And here's an example of what he can do and how explosive he can be.
From their own 47-yard line. First down. Tackled outside after a nice pickup.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll give it off here. Tackled for a loss. 1-yard loss for the halfback.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 situation. Ball on the 47-yard line. He makes it out to maybe the 46-yard line. Watson picks up a yard on
Tried
the
a
play.
little surprise draw there. We were in a pass kind of focused play there, so I'm happy that nothing came of that. We're just going to play it safe here. It's probably going to go to the end zone.
Wilson back deep to return.
So run at the defensive tackles, but also try to get Milton into a rhythm. Short passes, which is totally necessary here with the 5 accuracy.
Yeah, you and I had a chance to visit with not only the coaches, but the player himself. And I got a real good vibe walking out of those meetings and thinking that he's going to have a huge game. The coaches seem confident in being able to get him the football in different areas on the field. This kid has a look in his eye that I haven't seen in a long time, where he just wants to have a chance to have an impact on the game and on the outcome. And I'll be shocked if they can slow him down.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5. Ball on the 24-yard line. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Nice run there. 4 yards there
All
on the carry
important
for the
first
halfback,
down
and it's
there on
good
the
for a
road.
1st down.
Well, the important thing is they were able to pick up the 1st down, and they're really starting to show how much they're relying on this halfback to do all of the work, and right now he's looking pretty good.
From their own 32-yard line, it's 1st down.
So you can just hit one of these tight ends crossing if it's there. Ooh.
Throws to
Yeah,
the
he's
tight end,
covered
and that
anyway.
ball's incomplete.
I like the scheme the defensive coordinator came up with here. They were all over the place on that play and left the quarterback nowhere to throw it.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. And he's tackled at the 41. Robbins to punt. Oh, excellent punt.
You know what? It might not have been a lot, but they moved the ball forward. Football's not a game won 100 yards at a time. You take what you can get.
They've got to play with some focus and smarts here. They don't want to make a mistake and suddenly find themselves trailing. He's tackled at about the 27-yard line. About 2 yards there on that delayed handoff.
Makes it 2nd and 8.
From their own 27-yard line. 2nd down. Throws, and he's right there to knock it away.
Smart, heady play by that defender. That was solid, fundamental pass defense.
Wow, they are running a lot. We'll take it.
Handoff, and he won't make it.
That's a loss of 3 yards on the play.
Well, defenses continue to play well.
Wilson is the deep man, awaiting the return.
Even with my terrible free safety play most of the year.
Whoa, he just took a licking.
All right. So with those 2 punts, our punt and theirs,
defense looks like it's ready to
we gained about, what, 10 or 15 yards field position?
Like having
So
an extra player out there.
It sure is, Brad. They are off to a great start in that opening series. Let's see how they play here. Again, trying to just set the tone here early in this game on this next series.
I don't think either team has a clear advantage so far. Let's see if they can make some plays and get a little separation.
oof, can't get the throw.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
2nd and 15. Ball on the 50-yard line. He's at the 40.
Ooh.
He's at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Tackle made around the 5-yard
Longest run of the year.
Oh, that was one beauty of an option by that quarterback.
No question. There was no hesitation whatsoever. Once he saw that hole, he turned it upfield and left everybody in the dust.
Huge play, especially after the sack.
It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. And he's taken down at the 4. The halfback picks up a yard.
You won't break or bend this linebacker. He won't miss that tackle too often.
At the 1. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
If it's any consolation, he did pick up some positive yards, but I doubt that's enough to make him forget the hit that he just took.
From the 1-yard line. 3rd down. They're packed in tight on the line. Touchdown, Michigan.
So again, running at those defensive tackles. Everybody pretty much knew we were running on that play, but
Yep, he punched that in from a
got the
short
push.
distance. He had great blocking
3
up
feet's
front
not
on
very
that
far.
play.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Yeah, I was surprised he got caught from behind. It was almost like he kind of lost a step. And again, the speed differential slider, or whatever it's called, is at 70, so it's higher than default. So like, yeah. Hey, whatever. All's well that ends well.
Good hang time on this kick. Gets to about the 17-yard line. The Wolverines really came prepared to play defense today, and the plan is working.
Well, so far in this game, you've got to tip your cap to the defensive coordinator. He has clearly done a very good job of getting his team ready to play, and they have done a nice job of slowing down this very explosive offense.
And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. Nice run up the middle. Watson picks up about 7 yards on the run.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Runs right for a nice gain.
Just like a play-action pass relies on the defense respecting the run, a delay relies on the defense respecting the pass.
Guys, if you're liking franchise gameplay, that kind of thing, kind of talking through these things like we've done. Give the channel a
It's first and
subscribe
10.
if you wouldn't mind.
Ball on the 29.
I enjoy collaborating with everybody. So, again, thanks for being here.
Out in the open. He's taken down at the 34.
Even if you're a Notre Dame fan like Ryan.
We're through one quarter.
Even if your team's
Michigan's
too scared to
lead
join
is
the
a
Big Ten.
touchdown.
It's okay.
Welcome back here. We resume action now here in the second quarter. They'll bring him down around the 37-yard line.
Now let's see. Their third down calls have been weird today.
So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to
Bring a
go.
blitz here. I don't always like the blitz on third down. There we
They
go.
bring the quarterback down. He just blew past the
Michigan
blockers
defense
and dragged
today
the
looking
quarterback
good.
down.
Boy, excellent play by the defense here. A few extra seconds, and those receivers might have been open.
Wilson awaiting the return. He's to the 40, and he's taken down at the 43-yard
Got a couple short fields so far.
Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Michigan up 7 points.
Ooh, blocked
Throws
it.
quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
This quarterback needs to give his playmakers a chance to make plays. He's got to be sure he gets the ball in their hands.
From their own 43-yard line. Second down. Got it.
There's that 5
And he goes
accuracy.
down
We just got to
quickly.
get a few of those under our belt, though.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. Third down.
Fires incomplete.
Accuracy.
That's exactly how they drew it up in the sideline, and now they get the ball back.
That'll bring up 4th and 5.
A little bit shorter. Would have opted to go for it, potentially, but
Dunn is back awaiting the punt. He gets it away, and it's a skyrocket.
26-yard line. Bounds at the 26-yard line.
There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. And down he goes around the 26-yard line. He's lucky just to get back to the line of scrimmage on that option.
defensive line's been playing pretty well today.
From their own 26-yard line, it's second down. Fires it out. Brought down at about the 39-yard line. From their own 39-yard line. First down. Throws it out, and it falls
That
incomplete.
was a weird play. Yeah, that lag is the game, by the way. It's not the stream or anything. It's doing the same thing for me.
Got his receiver, dropped it,
Hard to pick that.
incomplete.
But the proximity, I think, helped break that up. Looking at the replay on my phone.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
Third down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 39.
Oh, dang.
Quick strike to the receiver. To the 20. The 10. Brought down inside the 5. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he can do.
Oh, he sure
Man,
does.
can't
And
cover
he doesn't
everything, dude.
disappoint either.
Ooh.
Great athletic
That
ability.
burn. Oh, yeah. I should have cut my eye over there. Look at that throw. What the hell? All right, defense. We're gonna
First
bring a big
down,
old
and they've
blitz
got
here.
their eyes on that goal line. Somebody jumped early down there.
False start. Offense.
Little stumbles like these can kill your offensive progress.
Still first down.
First and goal from the 5, and looking to cap this off with a touchdown. They'll knock him down for a loss.
Calling a loss of 3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Gives it right side.
That was just smash mouth, helmet to chin football by the
Big play here.
defensive line
4-point
there.
play coming up.
They dominated the point of attack.
They'll be looking for the end zone here. 3rd and goal from the 9.
Check three. Check three. Check three.
Oh,
Throws,
nice.
intercept. No, he dropped it.
That brings us 4th and goal.
Kicks up, and it is good. Here's an update from the studio and Reese Davis.
The battle for the Red River, Oklahoma and Texas. And for Oklahoma, they're looking to win their 3rd straight. The Sooners are out front, 27-10.
Wow.
7-3 in this one. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. It's fielded at the 2. He's to the 20. Down the sideline. And they finally tackle him at the 48-yard line.
Another drive starting with
There's a
really
flag
good
down,
field
and it looks
position.
like this one's coming back.
Clipping.
Coming back.
Receiving team.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
All right, guys. Let's see how the freshman does here after that kick return. Let's see if put the ball back in his hands.
Michigan holds a 4-point lead. Tries to set up a screen for the wide receiver.
Ooh,
The 50.
that play's almost too good. We've thrown that twice, and it's averaged over 40 yards both times.
First down.
Look at this cut here.
And the big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10. Up the middle for a nice gain.
You know, instead of cutting those runs outside like that, where you're probably going to get stopped for 3, I mean, really just try to take it uphill as soon as you can. And that's the difference between a 3-yard gain and a 3 or 4-yard gain and a 7-yard gain, a lot of times.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. Takes it up the middle for a nice run. Decent gain there on the play by the running back, and that's enough for the 1st.
Solid 5-yard pickup. He was almost able to get to the secondary, but as it is, he still manages to move the sticks.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Ooh, terrible. That was supposed to go to
Get
F.
it to the tight end, but it falls to the ground.
That's an awful throw. Oh my God.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Michigan is up 4. And they make the stop at the 33.
The option can be really tough to defend. At that time, it was well played by the defense.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 23. Wants to go long and does.
The deflection prevented them from getting any yards, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, I'm gonna win.
He gets it up, and he splits the uprights. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
The Sooners and the Longhorns in the Red River rivalry. This is a game we've been watching closely today. These two teams hate each other. Oklahoma has the edge, 30-10.
That's good stuff, Reese. Thank you. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 10, deep to return.
That one way up in the air. Taken from the 3-yard line. He's to the 20. Makes it to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, Quinn needs a good kicker. Another win there. Slight win, but still. Hostile territory.
Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Gives it off. And he's tackled at the 24-yard line. Wisconsin will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. Two minutes to go in the half. Got the corner. Tackle made around the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
And they might be coming with a blitz here.
Easy. Box two. Hot.
There's a little bit of happy feet down there on the field. Let's get the call.
False start. Offense.
They'll line up for another third down play because of the penalty.
Well, here you're in a third down situation, and then someone makes a mental mistake. It makes your blood boil if you're a coach.
It's 3rd and 10. Ball on the 22.
Here we go. 59 Philly. 59 Philly. Easy, easy, easy. Lock in.
As a man, he'll lose big yards.
They shut that drive down pretty emphatically. That's something to build on.
The Wolverines will use their first time out of the half.
Well, see if we can get Joe Milton in
Wilson
any kind of
is
rhythm
back deep
here.
to return. Wilson takes it at the 45. Room around the corner. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 37. Both offenses have played it.
No reason to risk a fumble there.
So far in this one.
Yeah, because they've been so conservative, it's made it pretty easy for both of these defenses to be pretty dominant. Let's see an offense open it up and take a few chances.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste
My
possession.
first look here is going to be the triangle
Michigan
receiver.
is up a score.
Run to the flag there. Or run to the corner. Otherwise, it'll probably look underneath here.
Throws it in a hurry. He's tackled at about the 25-yard line.
Same thing here. I'll look deep and then go to one of the checkdowns here.
Throws complete. Big loss. The
Just hoping he
Wolverines
can make
use their
that guy
second
miss.
timeout.
I had single coverage on the
Loss of
deep
7.
route, but on
That's
first
just
down
a
and want to
sound
risk
play
it.
by the defense. They dropped him well short of the
Let's see
line
if
of
we have
scrimmage.
a setup play yet. Second and 16.
From the 32-yard line. Second down. Here comes the pressure.
Ooh,
Quick strike, and he
almost.
drops it.
Almost forced it in there.
Number 19 intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
So we're going to draw here.
A minute left in the half. Tackle at the 30. Evans picks up 2 yards with the carry.
No, they're not taking a timeout. That's good. We will use ours here in just a second. Always worry if I turn on chew clock, I'll forget to turn it back off. So we'll just wait a few more seconds here. Huh, the time really slows down. I never noticed that.
They'll call a timeout here to avoid a delay of game penalty. So the kicker comes out. He'll try to put 3 points on the board. Michigan is hoping to make this a 2-score game. Kicks away, and he got it. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He just drills this one. The offense takes the field again. They were forced to punt their last time out. And he's taken down at the 28. So the old counter gets 2, maybe 3 yards. It's 2nd down, 7 to go. Ball on the 28. Certainly not what we expected as we head to halftime. 13-3, Michigan.
We've played 30 minutes. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollack and I here in the studio to break down everything that just happened in your game. So far, so good for both offenses in terms of taking care of the football, but now the defenses are ramping up the sense of urgency in terms of trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Absolutely, and you got to find Reese. These ball hawks on defense, they need to find the football. They need to make some big plays, create some turnovers. How about using that hit stick a little bit? How about knocking somebody silly and making them drop the football? I mean, defense's #1 priority is trying to turn the football over, try to make a big explosive play for your offense so they can do more damage and they can take the ball down the field. So those ball hawks need to show themselves in the second half.
That'll do it here in the studio at halftime. We'll try to see if Pollack can bring a little energy in the second half. Got a lot of games to watch, including yours. Brad and Kirk ready for the second half.
All right, Reese and David,
Oh, yeah,
thanks,
we get the ball.
guys. Second half action just about ready to start here. He'll take it from the 2. Across the 30. Across midfield.
Gosh.
And they tackle him at
He
the
has just
45.
been amazing this year.
And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again. Tackle after a decent run up the gut.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Oh, all right.
From the 41-yard line. 2nd down.
Got a blitz here. This could work out well. It looks like they're in zone too.
Halfback's
Come
got
on,
it on a
guys.
quick throw.
Got to block those 2 dudes.
Brought down at about the 37-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Game plan, right? Keep your game plan in mind. Run at the defensive tackles. There's no reason to get overly fancy here. Okay, maybe there is a reason to get overly fancy. Good stuff. I think you gotta go for this though.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
Gain of 6 yards. First down.
Big play. All right, gotta set up play. Let's do it. Very important to remember, a setup play does not mean a guarantee of anything. You still got to make the right reads and everything. Oh, I might have had a touchdown on that. I got blocked. That square receiver, I'll show you guys the replay. They blocked a couple plays that were wide open. That was just about to spring open. So square receiver on the left, right? He's the second one to come over and clear. That safety comes up. And he's got his back turned. I mean, that's going to clear into that open space. He would have caught that right around the hash mark on the right. Just couldn't get it off. Oof.
Defense get to him. He's got to do a better job maybe feeling things out a little bit, but at least he has the awareness and a toughness to sit in that pocket.
From the 32-yard line, it's second down.
Oh, missed his block.
Gets out to about the 31.
Missed his block.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Third down now, and they need to get it to the 22.
Oh, what the hell? What a play. Oops, where am I going? Going wrong. Oh, man. That's a huge
Brett, not
momentum
only a
builder for
huge
them.
interception to get the football back and maybe have a chance to get back into this game, but this could really change
the right
momentum.
read.
You can see the players and how they're responding down there on the sideline
my guy just
about
didn't
how
make the
excited
play.
they are to get the football back and have a chance to put points on the board.
Huge play for them. Damn. I'll throw that every time. I thought that was for sure completed. Man. All right, we'll go.
It's 1st and
That's why
10.
you try to build up a
Ball on the
10-point lead.
40-yard line. He gets out to about the 42-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Here's an opening. And they get nice yardage on that run.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. And it looks like they're going to bring some heat. And a quick throw.
Yeah,
He's taken
that's
down
nowhere near
around
covering that
the
guy.
42-yard line.
Nice job of picking up the Mike linebacker blitz and hitting his man for the first down.
Watson on the run. He tackles him for a loss.
Well, this is the kind of play you want to see if you're a defensive player, because not only is it a negative play, but this can really impact and affect the emotion of the game. Just looking down and looking at the energy on the field and even on the sidelines, you can see that the defense is fired up after that play.
They'll bring him down right around the 40. 3-yard gain by the running back.
That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
So we're looking at another 3rd down here.
Oh, pick that off.
Almost picked off.
Hey, that's a heads-up play there by the defender. Get those hands up and something good may just happen.
That makes it
Field
4th
goal.
and 8.
Wow.
And they can make this a one-possession game with this kick right here. Kicks up. And this is no good. He didn't have the leg for it.
We're going to have good field position anyway, so. I did blow whistle. That's fine. Oh. I'm trying to set up a screen again. Let's look for
The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
The first rule on offense is to take care of the football. These guys need to remember that on this drive.
Oh my God.
Backward pass, that's a fumble.
Can't get the run or the just can't get the pass game going today. Gotta get something going here though.
From their own 35-yard line, it's second down. Quick throw to the tight end.
Almost a
And
block
they
in
make
the
the
back
stop
on
at
the
around the
receiver.
48-yard line.
Makes the tackle at the 48-yard line. Third down.
Better believe I'm running right at him. Come on. Ooh, good blocks.
Gains his way to the 39-yard line.
Gaining 13 yards. First down.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. He's at the 30. And down he goes at about the 27-yard line.
Gaining 12 yards. First down.
And they got him. So they sent the safety on the blitz, and he'll get credit for the sack.
Nobody was left to pick him up. He disguised the blitz very well and really made a nice play on the quarterback.
Second down, 15 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. And he's tackled at the 14.
Good throw, Joe Milton.
That makes it 1st and 10.
It's a dangerous throw in this game. That linebacker can jump. That's a huge play right there. Let's do a reverse. I don't think we've run a reverse yet this year.
From the 14-yard line. First down.
Gaining 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Here's the 8th play of the series. He might have a chance. Touchdown, Michigan.
All right, Joe Milton, getting it done.
And he adds the extra point.
A couple of big plays for Milton on that drive. That's all we need. I don't need to win the
They
Heisman.
line up
Just
to kick this one away.
make the plays when we need them. Make most of the plays.
Really got under that
Yeah,
one.
pretty
High
much.
kick.
Milton just wins. I mean, he's figuring it out. I mean, it's nice having that
He'll
extra
return
option
this
to,
one from the 7. They'll bring
pun
him down
intended,
at the
to
27.
run a little bit more with him. And I try not to overuse it. Just felt like an opportunity there on the goal line where it made sense.
There's got to be some sense
I mean, you
of
watch Ohio
urgency
State play,
to
and
this
they use it all
offense
the
right
time.
now.
You know, and
They don't
it's
have the
super
luxury
effective.
of wasting
So
drives if they want to get
I'm not
back
talking
in the
about
game.
real life, of course. Oh, my
And
pursuit.
he carries the ball for a nice
Still working
gain.
on my pursuit,
a nice
guys.
option play. The tailback gets 6 yards before he's brought down.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
I was streaming some Diamond Dynasty the other day. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
They're about
pretty
4
fun.
yards
Chatting
away
some
here
baseball.
on 2nd down. Fires out quickly to the tailback. Tackle made at the 43-yard line.
That'll move the chains for Wisconsin. 1st down.
I'm going to stand up for a little while. I don't know how you guys can sit and game all day.
1st down, 10 to go.
Just
Ball on their own
getting
43.
too old. Kills my back.
Room around the
Ooh,
corner.
I tried to take his head off.
Gets out to around the 45.
That's good enough for another Wisconsin. 1st down.
Here we go.
3-score lead. I mean, come on, guys. This should be money in the
They're
bank
just
here.
1 quarter away. 20-3, Michigan.
That play still pisses me off right there.
Welcome back to the action here as we resume play here in quarter number 4. And he throws it away.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better
Her
job
defense
of
is
being able
super
to read
good
that
today.
defense and make quicker decisions.
Yeah, we gave up
Especially
27 to
when the
Western
defense
Michigan,
starts
so,
to
I mean,
get
this isn't
pressure,
just
you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off
This
and
isn't
run
just
with
like it's easy to dominate or anything,
From the
especially on the road here
45-yard
against a
line.
ranked team.
2nd down. Fires it out. He's tackled at the 37-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Black and white.
They keep it on the ground, and a great tackle right there.
That is a loss of 4 yards. 4th down.
What are they going to do here? Yeah, they say they almost have to go for this.
So it's 4th down, and the offense is still on
Oh,
the
whoops.
field.
I was thinking it was like
The Wolverines
4th
will
and
use their
16.
first time out of the half.
Our second linebacker I like so much that I prefer to be in a nickel even than a dime unless it's really long. Somebody do that. Thank
Goes to
you.
the receiver, incomplete.
Good
I
job,
think
Michigan.
they had to go for it given the circumstances. They just couldn't pull it off.
The offense just wasn't able to make a play. The defense was really clutch right there.
Or he just dropped it.
Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. And he's taken down around the 43-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 7.
What's up, Waffle? I am invisible. I'm standing off camera. Unless you guys want to like stare at like my kneecaps. I can't sit and just play like, oh, I don't know. I just get sore. Let's look for a shot deep here. Potentially.
From their own
There's no reason to
43-yard
give them the
line.
ball back. But let's
Second
just
down.
see Looks like they are in a cover 2 here. I'm actually going to come back on screen because I'm having trouble seeing it. It's like all angled.
Zips it to the back.
It was weird. The camera was like kind of off there a little bit. Third and 2.
So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to go.
Oh, God, wide open. Just no time to throw. Head square wide open. Easy conversion.
Dunn is back awaiting the punt. He punts it away. It's a high kick. And he's taken down at the 15.
My dog's probably on
The
camera.
Wolverines
Yeah.
have a defense that's a
She's
sight
just
to
chilling.
behold, Kirk.
Well, they just play with a chip on their shoulder. They are all over the field. The defensive line knows their job. The linebackers, the safeties, the corners, everybody plays as one, and they've been fun to watch today.
The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's wide open.
Fires to the wideout. First down. Tackle at the 36-yard line.
That was a really nice play on the ball by
What's
the
up, buddy?
receiver for a substantial gain and a first down.
She's a fair weather fan. She's only here to see the end of the game. That's it, huh? You out of here?
From their own 36-yard line.
Wisconsin just
First
hasn't been
down.
able to put anything together. I mean, we've been sacked 3 times. We threw an interception. Like,
Brought down around the 37-yard
even
line.
that, like I'm in a pass protect play or whatever you want to call it, the play predict, and they're getting 1-yard runs. Running out of time. Will we be ranked after this game? I would think so. Ooh, he's open. Oh, geez, everyone's open. Luckily, you overthrew it.
He wants it
Everyone's
all,
open on that play.
Doesn't get there.
On those deep routes, as a quarterback, you've really got to get it out there and at least give your guy a chance to go up and fight for it.
Here's 3rd and 9. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Set. 395. 395. Kill it. Motion me out.
Finds his man, and they take him down immediately. It'll be
Imagine
short
they'd go
of
for
the
this
first
here.
after the completion.
Well, good effort by the defense to make sure they got him before he got to the marker.
We're going to bring a blitz here. See if we can cause a quick throw and completion or something.
It looks like they're going to blitz.
Ooh,
Pulls down the
oh boy.
catch, and he's got room here.
That's a hold, but okay.
To the 20, the 10. He's all the way home.
God, what the heck?
Touchdown.
Well, that was quick.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
The Sooners were ranked number 5. The W, they hope, will keep them there. Here was a game where both teams dispensed
Wow,
with the pleasure.
50 to 31.
The Sooners cruise by 19.
Spencer Rattler,
All
5
right,
touchdowns.
thanks a lot, Reese. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the
Ooh, good
20.
block.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line.
We don't want to be too predictable here. Can't just try to run 3 times in a row. This game's not over just yet.
Takes it right side, and he tackles him hard at the 26.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
I'm going to set up plays, coach.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 26. Quick pass.
Yes. Hell yeah.
He's pushed out of bounds at about the 37-yard
such a
line.
video game run. I don't even care. We needed that. Eric All, good job. Way to give it your all. Huge play.
From their
Try
own
to start chewing clock
37-yard
now.
line. It's 1st down.
I'll turn it on with the display. I just forgot. Oh yeah, that's all she wrote. I like that.
He's taken down at about the 39-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
From their own 39-yard line. It's 2nd down. A little more than 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. He takes it right side for a good gain. A 5-yard pickup by the halfback on the misdirection. So the Badgers taking their first time out of the half.
Only 3 attempts. There's so many stats in this game, you'd think we were losing. Oh, I held the button down. So the game froze as I was trying to hand that ball off.
And that run got stuffed.
Yeah, you're right. The defense definitely won the battle at the line of scrimmage there.
Obviously, we're going to punt.
Robbins is the punter. He's tackled at the 21-yard line. Last drive ended with as good a result as you can hope for, and I'm sure they'd like to replicate that here.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, and you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
Dumps it complete over the middle. They'll bring him down around the 35-yard line. Makes the grab and steps out right away.
There's very good chemistry between these two. They like to run through all their routes before the game. And I have to say, they looked sharp before this one even started.
From their own 49-yard line. First down. He's in trouble.
You know, how big was that shoestring tackle I made at the goal line in the first half?
If you let this
It was a 4-point swing, right? So they would be down by 6 right now with the ball. You know, it's a chance to go in and take the lead.
Less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. And that one's incomplete.
Number 7 was the intended receiver on the play. That brings us 3rd and 10.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 41.
Pick it. Oh.
That's a great tackle at the 41.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 4th and inches.
I would love to do a play predict here and try to stop the run, but I just can't give up a quick score here. It's not worth it. Ooh, still got it.
What a battle and what a stop right there. Congratulations to that defense. That's going to be the ball game. And that was a big stop defensively.
Yeah, they only needed a few yards here to keep the drive alive. Great job by the defense to shut them down.
Huh.
They're set to go for another round. He'll go down to 1.
Hey, big win.
Wisconsin's out of timeouts. From their own 40-yard line. 2nd down.
Yeah, definitely the most important win so far.
Nothing more demoralizing for a defense than seeing the opposing quarterback take a knee. Under a minute left in the game. The offense lining up in a victory formation, and he takes a knee. And that should do it. Our final tally in this one.
Wasn't always pretty.
Michigan.
And again, they outplayed us in a lot of different areas, but we were able to run the ball far more effectively than they were. That's the story of the game. And we broke off some big plays. They did not. They had the interception. That was their biggest play. Even our couple field goals were pretty big plays. Or I guess, yeah, they had this big play. They had a couple big plays. They're the 1 touchdown pass, and then this play that was almost a touchdown. This is the play I was saying here. We saved 4 points on that tackle that kicked a field goal that drive. So it really allowed us to kind of lay back a little bit more on defense and not have to press. This is the play they scored on, wasn't it? All that was, just a little underneath curl. All right, quick look at stats here. First, let me go and grab the little screenshots here. But yeah, that was a overall solid game. Pretty happy with it. Yeah, Ryan, I do get the same lagginess and freezing when if I'm not streaming. So it has nothing to do with the stream. It's just the game for whatever reason. And I'm thinking it's just some of the loaded in graphics, even though we don't have the updated rosters yet. Some of these stadiums have been reworked by the college Revamped people, and I think just the system's probably it's reading some of that stuff off of the multi-man install, as well as the Hen, which are like 2 of the apps that you have to kind of put into your PlayStation for this stuff to work. And so I think it's kind of drawing from like the best equivalent, I guess, would be like drawing from like a different hard drive or like an external area. And so I think sometimes it just kind of gets tripped up. It seems like that's at least the best explanation I could probably explain. Yeah, well, once in a while it catches it. Like I said, I had that option play where I was trying to hand it off and it didn't trigger it because it was in a freeze. But it's pretty rare. So again, you look through some of these stats and you'd be surprised to see that we won by 10 points. Wisconsin's now lost 2 in a row. 2 Big Ten losses there. But this is a huge one here. Able to run the ball, a couple scores on the ground. Neither team did anything exceptional passing. They had a couple big plays. Neither team was very good on 3rd down. We were able to stop them twice on 4th down. That's huge. But yeah, just a really, really strange game. We did not play well. Our defense played, I think, really well. We gave up a few bigger plays there, but you know, Joe Milton made a couple big plays, was able to get the job done. And just an 80 overall. I mean, that's kind of how I would expect him to play. So Hassan Haskin, nothing crazy, had a touchdown. Joe Milton also a touchdown. Again, nobody was really breaking away or running the ball or anything today. Receiving, very quiet. Really nothing here at all. Again, that screen pass really just opening things up a lot. Roman Wilson on a Honolulu there. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. We got the job done, though, with a couple backup linemen playing. We just had the 1 sack, a cornerback blitz there. That was a kind of like a dime or nickelback blitz. Defended passes. Had a few of them, 3 of them there. And then they had, I always like to look at their defended passes because it shows you how much you're throwing into coverage, maybe. Helps you to be honest. So we didn't, well, just 1 play. So they're, oh, well, yeah. And they had the interception. So he made a couple nice plays for them. We got sacked, what, 3 times? 1, 2, 3 sacks. 2 of them were just super quick. Didn't really have a shot. But, you know, they couldn't get anything going running. I mean, 23 carries, 47 yards. The running back's only a 78, so that probably played a role. That was a receiver end around there. And their quarterback played better, but again, just wasn't enough. So Michigan improves to 4-2. We are probably going to be ranked. Let's see how that goes, and let's see if we get any more commits here. Any other games that are of interest? Tennessee and Georgia. Georgia wins. Appalachian State, 58 points. So I'm going to save this here. Then we'll advance. We'll see if we get a ranking, and we'll see if we have any new, our first commitments. Really, we haven't had any commits so far this season. We've had a few that were kind of off our radar a little bit, commit elsewhere, but let's jump in and save these up, and then give it the old college advance here, the old college try advance. Yeah, big win. Headed to New Jersey for the next game against Rutgers. 20-10, that's just such a Big Ten score. So will we be ranked? Will we get commits? I think we will be ranked. Somewhere in the 20s. Or 23rd, I'm gonna guess. But we just beat number 8. I mean, we beat them rather handedly. It was never really a close game. Hey, all right, we got to commit. The 5-star running back, Chris Scott, saw us pounding the ball up there in Wisconsin. He was happy. I might have forgotten to schedule some visits last week. I don't recall, but either way, we'll probably have a few of those to schedule here. One of the centers is ready. Got a couple that are locked into recruiting battles, so that's cool. 3 consecutive wins for Michigan. And are we ranked? I don't know. How do I find out? Let's see. Hey, 23rd. There we go. That was my prediction. So, ranked number 23 now. We started off ranked 16th. Lost 2 of our first 3 games. Quickly became unranked. And we're back into it there. So, that is exciting. Let's take a look at our first recruit here. Oh, and I guess I could, if we have the points, I could scout him. So we got to commit Chris Scott and some other teams that were in the running. Alabama, Utah, and Louisiana Monroe. Kind of a weird mixture of scholarship offers. But yeah, we have some points. I guess we can scout, but I'm gonna wait until I actually up that scouting so I can do it all in one little thing. So I'm not going to scout him yet, but we'll be scouting guys as they start coming in. But I think with my next coach upgrade, I'll try to get that maxed out so we can start revealing what some of these guys look like. So that will be interesting too. So at Rutgers is the next game, 1-3. Yeah, I think that about wraps up this stream though, guys. I appreciate you guys checking this out again. Enjoy playing these kind of the Dynasty / franchise modes with everyone. Hopefully you're getting some ideas, and share your stories too. If you got something you want to share, find me on Twitter at MikeLowe47. You can also post comments here, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's super helpful. We've been getting some more subscriptions coming in. It's exciting. We don't do Ultimate Team stuff. We don't do Diamond Dynasty, stuff like that. I mean, very, very rare. Just a little bit different here, so a little bit of a different angle. And again, check out simsportsgaming.com too. We got some different leagues happening there. But that's it, everybody. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.